They could be the key to solving hundreds of property crimes in Austin, from burglary to theft to vandalism. But many fingerprints collected from crime scenes have been sitting in a drawer for many months. And right now, more than 1,000 cases are stuck in a backlog at the Austin Police Crime Lab.
KXAN investigator Chris Sadeghi found out the process takes up to 1 year, even if a match comes back right away.
So they came in through this window here?
Right through this window, yes.
Last month, David Timberger came home from work, and it wasn't how he left it.
They took my passport.
His 2 TVs had been ripped right off the wall.
And they took a watch.
Someone knew exactly when he would be gone.
Broad daylight.
Broad daylight. Beautiful day.
But it was what that person left behind that had police excited.
They had whole handprints that were just crystal clear.
While pushing open the kitchen window, the thief left a full handprint on the glass, the type of evidence investigators love.
He said, "We got some really good prints, so take a look at the crime scene guy. He's giddy right now."
But in a pamphlet left with David, it said that print analysis could take up to 6 months. With such a clean print, he thought, surely not. But he called to check and got another surprise.
And they said, no, actually, we're running at least 9 to 12 months now. Again, I was stunned.
Somewhere in this drawer at APD's crime lab is where those prints are now, along with nearly 1,500 prints waiting to be identified. We asked lab supervisor Dennis Degler why a case like David's takes so long.
You're saying his case will probably spend a majority of the time in a drawer?
Unfortunately, right now.
Here's the process broken down. Once prints are taken from a crime scene, they're usually sent immediately through AFIS, Automated Fingerprint ID System, containing local, state, and federal databases with millions of fingerprints. Results there can come back within hours, but even if it returns a hit, cases like David's go into the drawer and stay there for months.
That's kind of the bottleneck. That's where it holds up right there.
A holdup because AFIS cannot make a conclusive identification itself. That has to be done by human latent print examiners who review possible matches, report them, and if they're able, publish an ID. Yet here's another slowdown. APD's lab is supposed to have 6 such examiners, but
We've been doing with 4 latent examiners for the entire year.
So down 2?
Yes.
once hired, it still nearly takes a year of training before examiners are able to make IDs on their own. Degler says it will help getting those 2 positions filled, but the city is not sending any extra help his way.
Are you guys getting any help in the coming year, budget-wise?
We did not get any new positions as a result of the new budget.
Some of the neighbors are putting cameras in their houses.
Meanwhile, the person who busted into David's home could still be out there.
Who's to say the next time they go into somebody's house, somebody's not going to be there?
All while those fingerprints sit and wait.
More serious cases can be given a priority to push them through the system quicker, but Degler says by filling those 2 positions and a new streamlined operation system, they can more than double their efficiency from 15 cases per month per examiner to 32 cases per month per examiner, and their goal is to eliminate that huge backlog in a year. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN Investigates.
And we took a closer look at the FBI numbers and found Austin police solved just 13% of property crimes reported last year, crimes like burglary and theft. That's a slight improvement from the year before, but the number of these crimes has stayed fairly consistent, just more than 40,000 cases in each of the last 3 years.
Chris told you beyond recent additions, the fingerprint lab will not see any more staff or money anytime soon. But the DNA lab, which sees more violent crime cases, did just get approval to add 2 additional positions. And we're told it's an extensive interview process. Remember, if you have something you want us to investigate, email us at report@kxan.com.